Hello everyone. So today we are going to have a demonstration of Sangam CA CRM, also known as Sangam CA Practice Management. So I'm going to take you to a walkthrough. So before that, I will share that what are the things possible in CA Practice Management CRM. Why I'm calling it as a CRM? Because it also have a functionality of CRM rather than just a practice management software. So there are 4 to 5 things which are covered in this demonstration. Number one, client database management. Number two, we will have a task related all the process where we can allocate the task, we can set the different tasks. Number three, timesheet management. Number four, multiple ways of reporting in CRM. And number five, where we will see what are the additional features in Sangam CA Practice Management CRM. So I'm going to take you through the whole process, and also there is something special covered, which is the integration with Tally. So we have an integration with Tally accounting software also that makes the life easy for an article or a team member, maybe for a person who is going to do the payment follow or creating invoices for the customers, clients. So just let me share my screen. I'll keep this in English and Hindi both, because few audience are going to from the south as well, so for them it would be easy to understand. So this is the dashboard of Sangam CA Practice Management here. Now, for example, anyone who is going to log in the CRM, this dashboard will open in front of them. Now, first I will cover the client master database. So we have 3 master database over here. You can see there is a client group, there is a client, and there is a contact. So why these 3 I'll explain. For example, let's say suppose you can create group from here. Let me open this group also. If I click on the create, you can see I can create a group. I can give the group code, name of that group, phone number, email ID, key person who is there with whom we are talking, key person 2, key person 3, my remarks. And if I want any other information other than this, I can also create customized fields here, customized drop downs. This is totally customizable, all the form in the CRM, which we are seeing right now. So this is the client group. Okay. Let's say suppose there are multiple client group that I have already created in CRM. Some so Parekh group, Ladda group, Advani group. Okay, there are multiple groups. So this is how we can create a group. Now let's say take an example of Advani group. I open this. Let's say I open the Advani group. Okay. Now, if I scroll down over here, you would be able to see in this group how many clients are there. So there are 2 clients. One is Advani Investment, one is Advani Garments. This is how we can create multiple clients against any group. So this is the master database of the client, which I have showed you. Even let's say suppose if there are few customers, corporate customers that does not belong to any group, or maybe you have not included them into a group, then you can directly create a client from here. Okay. And once you create the client, you will also get a form, your file number, client name, you can enter it. Client group. Okay. So there is an option whether you want to include this client in a particular group, then you can enter it, or you can leave this box as it is. So gross total income, phone number, email ID, residential status, and other information like type of customer, whether it's trust, partnership firm, LLP, individual, cooperative, and there is an industry type. Select which type of industry does this customer client have, and you can click on the save button. So this is how you can create a client as well. And here is also the same option. You want to add any other information, you can add over here. And another like PAN detail, GST detail, Aadhaar number, GST login, password, income tax login, password, services details, like what services he has taken. Some this is for the cross selling actually. I'll explain it later on. So we have a cross selling model also, but I'm not covering right now. So this is how we can create the clients. Okay. Now let me take you to the contact as well. So there is a contact model. We can create contact in two scenarios. Number one, let's say suppose I have a client. Okay. For an example, this is Advani investment. Now from the Advani investment, I talk to the multiple people over there, three, four people maybe. Now I can make a contact here. See, there is already one contact, right? In the Advani investment client, and he is Ronak Advani. If I want to make more contacts, I can make more contacts over here. So this is the first scenario where contacts can be made. And another scenario, let's say suppose there is a customer called Lawrence. Okay, his name is Lawrence, and he comes to you and asks for a GST return filing services. Then obviously he does not belong from some particular company. I mean, he's not the corporate client, right? He's an individual client. Then you can create a contact also for that purpose also individual clients because he's not related to client group or something corporate customer client. So this is how there are three masters. I hope this was clear. Now taking you to the second chapter where I will show you. First of all, I have cleared all the master database, client group, client and context. Now let's say suppose if you want to allocate some task to someone, how you can do that easily from the CRM. So for an example, let's take again this Advani. There is a client group Advani, okay, and there is a Advani investment. I can open this client, or maybe I can directly open from the dashboard itself if I want to open, search for a client from here as well as search with the name also. I can search it from now. This is the client, right? Advani investment client. I scroll down, and here there is an option of job task. So simple, I can see all the past histories also, where I can see there are already 4 tasks given to our team members, and they have worked on it. And right now, I also want to create one task here. So I will simply click on this. Once I click on this, I can select what is the task category, like GST, TDS, income tax, whatever. You can select GST. Then subcategory dropdown will be there, like GST regular monthly, GST refund, GST annual. If I select audit, then this will get changed. See, internal audit, statutory audit. So this is how you can select the category of the product. And let's say suppose, and now you can select what is the due date for this task. You can select the due date over here and the status of the task assigned. And this all details like date requested from client. There is just drop down, a checklist type where your article or a team member would enter step by step whenever he is working on this task. So he can select working prepared or not, okay, document sent to the client or not. Based on that, you will get the report in the CRM, what is happening. So these all are the details that needs to be filled by your team member or the person who is performing on this task. And there is a remark option over here, which you can also mention like whatever remarks you want to put here, you can put this, and all the remarks will have a date and time history with them. Okay. So now let's say suppose I click on the save button over, and I can select the name of the person to whom I want to assign. Let's say I want to assign this task to Lawrence. I select his name and make my comments. Lawrence, please try to complete 2 days before. Right? So this is how I have entered, and I click on the save button. Now, how this task is going to, you know, how this task is going to deliver to Lawrence. I mean, how he will be aware that he got one job task. So there are 3 things. First, we can create a workflow in the CRM where he will be notified from the email, like he will get notification on his email that one task is allocated to you. Okay, or else he can also get a SMS alert if we have integrated with the SMS gateway. And the third, the most major one, that task will land in his pocket like this in the open table. So if I'm logging from my ID, so in my open table, I would be able to see all the tasks which is allocated to me. So you can see in my bucket right now, there are 6 tasks. Okay. And I can also see from this 6 task which is assigned to me, there are 2 tasks which needs to be completed by today itself. The due today date is today. Okay. Now, one is overdue. Overdue, that means there was a task which was defined that needs to be completed on a particular day, but somehow I eventually did not complete it. And so it is coming in. So I can work on the priority wise. I can work priority wise. I can select first. I want to, let's say, suppose complete the overdue one. I can click on the overdue. I can open that task. And if I want to work first on these two due to that, then I can also open those tasks. Anyhow, I can do it. So I can also open these 2 tasks and I can start working on this particular task. So this was the task. Sorry. This was the task, ROC compliance for Ladakh textile, right? And it is overdue because it means it was to be it was supposed to be closed by 6th January. That is the reason it's coming in overdue right now. So what I can do is that I can start working on it. And once I completed my work, I will update the status over here. I click on this task. Task will get open in front of me. Let's take an example of another task. Let's take this one. So this is the task, okay? I'm performing right now. Let's say suppose I have completed this task. So what I'll do is I'll click on the edit button over here. And I will update the status as completed, close. Okay. Now I will enter my remarks, whatever I wanted to, and I'll click on the save button. Now what will happen? I will tell you. Once I click on close, there are 2 things. First, this task is getting closed, and the second which I would like to tell you is that. So once I click on the close, it will go in the approval. See, this is showing right now pending, right? Why it is showing? Because we also have a workflow of approval, where whenever a task has been submitted as a close, the manager or maybe leader or maybe a management person would get the notification where he can go through his work. Then he can give the approval. Once he give the approvals, then it will show here that approved. If it disapproved, then it will show as a disapproved. So based on that, it has been gone in the approval. So this is not, mandatory. Someone needs this workflow and someone do not. So it's always upon the client whether they require this flow. Then we can always make it in CRM, or we can skip this also. Now, let's say suppose if I have closed this task right now. Sorry, my bad. Let me go back again. So considering I have closed this task and I want to attach something related to this task, I can always scroll down and there is an option of attachment over here. I can click on the create button. I can name the document like file name for document type. Okay. Upload file, and I can upload it from here. Like this, I can also save the attachment where it will get captured. Multiple attachments are also available. And after doing this, I will enter my timesheet. So my system has a workflow. Whenever one task is assigned to someone, automatic one timesheet is created over here, right? In process status is there. What the team user has to do is just that he just need to click on this, okay, pencil icon. After clicking on the pencil icon, he just need to enter his time. Like let's say suppose I have given 4 p.m. till 5 p.m. to complete this task. That's it. It will not take more than 5 or 10 seconds. If I want to enter my remarks, I can enter it and I will mark it as a completed. It will come as a completed by default. Okay, we have that workflow. So 60 minutes has been captured. I click on the save button. Now this task will have a timesheet where it will show that the user has completed this task in a particular second. So this is a task completed, and Here is the timesheet also. Okay. So, after this, now what happened? I have completed the task. Now there are two processes. What the CA are practicing right. One is that, let's say, suppose as soon as I have completed this task, mark this task as a completed, my finance team will get an intimation on the email also with this link of this task, okay, where they can open the email and they can check, okay, task is completed. Now they can raise the invoice in their accounting software, and after that they can uh, edit this and click that billing is done, because they will get this link on their email. They can open this task and they will select bill generated, yes, invoice sent, yes, payment received, no. So based on that, there will be another report where it will be shown that how much tasks are there, which bill is generated, invoice is sent, but payment is remaining. So based on that, you will also get the report in CRM for the payment. Okay, this is how these loops get complete. Now this was the one process where there is a workflow in CRM. I'm not showing you, but I'm able to explain you. I hope so. Okay. Uh, Now second scenario where one task is completed and the user who has completed this task himself want to send invoice to the customer client. So he can prepare invoice in the CRM. This is the invoice, but it does not do the auditing and everything. So you have to prepare invoice in your accounting software as well. This is just for sending to the customer. But a good news is that if you are using Tally right now, so we have integrated the Tally. If I create any invoices, let me show you example. Let's say suppose I create the invoice. Okay. Now after creating this invoice, I can sync this invoice into my Tally as a sales order or invoice over there. So I don't need to do multiple entries. And secondly, I don't want need to be depend on my accounting person to raise the invoice and everything. I just create it here. I just send to the customer, sync it to the Tally, and all this work and has been sorted out. No multiple follow-ups, no dependencies. Everything is going very smooth. So for example, this is the, okay, so you also have multiple form, right? So while creating the invoices, you will get the option of selecting your form, like form 1, form 2. You can rename it, not like form 1. You can name also as per your form. And based on that, you can select for which form you want to do the billing. Okay. So you can select the form and you can select invoice date, okay, billing shipping address of the customer. Now you click on the service details, click on the add service group, click on the add services, click on the add services. And here are options like GST, income tax, professional tax. Let's say suppose I select income tax. So here price is 00. We can also predefine in the master, like there is a service master here. If it would be predefined, then definitely price will come automatically over here. Okay. So let's say suppose I have entered the price. I want to make some enter some description. I want to enter the description. I can enter the description from here, and even I can add the text from here, and I can also enter terms and condition. Manual is also there. If there is a template, you can also select the template. There is no template right now here, but we can always make a template in CRM, redefine like this. We have a module of the template. See here. So based on that, it will reflect over here, and we don't need to type every time. We select it and automatically it will get pasted over. So now this is how I can prepare the invoice, and if I click on the save button, it will get print. I will show you already the invoice which has been prepared before. Let me just open it. So this is the invoice. Okay, let me open this. I did not save the previous one because it will create the wrong data. So I already had this invoice before created. So I'm just presenting you this one. So there is an option of downloading preview. You can preview this as a PDF. You can download it as a PDF. You can email to the customer as PDF. Okay. You can also sync this as a sales order in the Tally. If you are using Tally. If you are using some another ERP software, accounting software, then either you have to create there also or do the integration with the CRM for syncing the invoices from here to there. Okay, so I can download it. Rest is clear. So this is how we can also prepare the invoices from the CRM or sending to the customer. Now coming to the second part. So I have covered the timesheet as well, the task as well. And one more thing that I want to cover is that recurrence. Now many people says that okay, we have a task and like we want to create we don't want to create the task many times. Let's say suppose if I want to perform a task for a particular client each month, then I don't want to prepare it every month because it is a lot of manual work, a lot of manual work to remind and everything. So what system supports in that is that like there is a task here, and if you click over here, you will get the option of recurrence task. Now let's say suppose I am assigning this task to someone. And I want that this task needs to be there on his dashboard every month, first date. I can select recurrence. I can select every month, okay, every 1 month. On which day? So let's say suppose first I can select the day. I can select if first Monday or something like that, or I can skip this if I only want to make it first date of the particular month. So there are many filters over here where you can make the strategy and you can click on the save button. So what will happen? Automatically this task will get created as per the year and it will come on the user dashboard like this. So it will land in the user dashboard, but it will not reflect on the due today. It will reflect on the due today on the first of every month. It will just get created and stored on a particular dashboard of a person user. So you can also create the recurring task. So now coming to the very major point, and that is like reporting point. So there are two type of report. First, I will explain you the report module. For a detailed reporting or review, we have a report module. There are lot many reports that has been created, but I'm not going to show each and every one. I'm just going to show you one report that will help you to understand that how CRM reports look. So here one report is there where I want to see employee cost and time spent versus task status. So what does this mean? Let me show you. So I click on this report right now. Okay, so there is a graphical report also, but let's see the detailed view which we want to analyze. So first of all, this is all my articles or team members, okay, users. So Lawrence is there, Junaid is there, Lovely. Now let's say I want to see what Junaid is doing. And I click on over here, so I can see there is one task which was for audit to Ladda Hospitality, and that task is closed right now. I mean, it is completed. And how much duration was taken? You can see the duration was 30 minutes for this task. And based on this 30 minutes, the employee cost is 250 rupees because in the CRM, we can always manage the employee cost based on the salary, CTC, we can manage that. So system will give you how many hours we spent. So what is the employee cost on that particular task? So that is how you can see the things. Now there was this was the one case where the task is closed in 30 minutes spent, right? There is one more case. See, you can see there is a task for 3 days. And here we can see he already spent 60 minutes on this task, but the task status is not closed yet. I mean, it's still in new or assigned stage given to him. So that means already 500 rupees employee cost has gone. 60 minutes has been spent, but still the status has not closed. It's taking too much time. And also I can slide over here and I can see what was the created date and everything. So here we can enter multiple fields we want. Let's say suppose I want to see when this task was given to him. I just need to see select the created act, click on apply. Now let's say here we got this field. Just I will drag up over here. Now if I click on the June, see I'll get the date wise. So there was all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks are there which was created on 6th January. I mean which was created and assigned to him on the 6th January, for an example. But still, I want to see whether that has been closed or not. See, this one is not closed. If I click on this one is also not closed. I will click on the 13th one. This one is also not closed. The status is still assigned. So that is how I can see the things from my perspective, however I want to see. And for creating a report, sorry, I'm taking you the vice versa. I've been informed you before that how to create the report, but sorry, my bad, I'll cover it now. So we can apply the filter over here. If you click on the create report, you have to apply the filter. What do you want to see downside? And based on that filter, it will reflect over it. So there can be multiple reports. This was just one of the report that I have shown you as an example, but there could be multiple reports. Like I already told you, if you want to see that how many tasks completed and bill is generated but payment paid. Okay, right. And for example, how many tasks is completed and bill is not generated, something like that. I can also see. Now, there is second type of reporting which we call as a dashboard reporting, which is very beautiful. When we have we don't want to go into a detailed reporting, but we just need to check the pulse that what is happening in the organization, what my articles and team members are doing. So I just need to click over here and click on the my team dashboard. See, there are multiple options over here. Like if you want to check user wise, so you can also see the user dashboard. But let's say we do my team dashboard. Okay. You will get the data of everyone in front of. So here is the history. Sorry, not history. Here is the current status. So in the open table, I will later on explain you the periodic and result also, but covering to the open table, which means everything that is in open. You can see there are 59 tasks which is in open right now, right? If you click on this 59 tasks, you will be able to see which member is having how many tasks in their pocket. So Lawrence is having 10 tasks, Junior having 11, Lavin having most of it, 24, right? So this is the status, sorry, user wise. Now if you see upside, you will be get to know that from this 59 tasks, how many is for statutory audit, how many is for internal audit, how many is for filing. So you will be having a proper categorization where you can see the things that which task is going on for which type of which services type. If you scroll up, here is the status. So from this 59, you can see there are 41 tasks which is newly created today's date. There are 17 tasks that has been assigned to someone, and there is one task that is created in request. So this is just a default task. I'm showing you the demo version. But obviously, once you implement the CRM, you will be having different tasks like document collected. Okay, for example, checklist type of you can disposition, right? Like document collected, document submitted, waiting confirmation from pending confirmation from the customer side. However, whatever it could be, I'm just imagining and wondering the things when delivering in front of you. But that could be anything. So based on that, you will be able to see how many tasks are there and in which task, how many number of tasks are in which position right now. So whether they need your involvement or not, or maybe you want to escalate something. So based on that, you can see the status wise. Now let me tell you a trick over here. Now, as a management, see, you can do always, you can go to the micro and you can see the things deeper. Like, let's say, suppose I want to see, okay, these guys are having tasks, right? So I want to see 24 tasks is assigned to login, but what, which task she is performing? I mean, what type of task she is performing? I click on this. CRM is giving me data that 24 from 24, 17 are for GST regular monthly, 3 are for net worth certificate, and 4 are empty where she has not selected. Okay, so here I get the segregation. So she is performing these particular tasks and the status of her task I can see here. Based on that, I can also see Lawrence and any other person I want to or Abish. And let's say vice versa, I can see. Now I will tell you one more trick over here. Okay, I'm just thinking from a perspective of a management. Let's say suppose I want to see there are 17 tasks which is in assigned right now, right? If I click on this assign, I would be able to see, okay, 5 is with Lovely, 5 is with Lawrence, 4 task is with Junet. Okay. I want to see these are in assigned stage, right? I mean, someone has assigned a team leader or maybe someone, uh, team leader or someone has assigned this task to them, right? Now I want to see over here from where this task, when this task was assigned and the status is still, sorry, when this task was assigned to them and whether they have performed it or not. Let's click on Juliet. So I click over here. Now I can see these are the tasks, 4 tasks, right? And when it was created and given to him on 6th January. This one also created on the 6th January. I can also take this created it text just beside here to make it easy view rather than sliding too much. So this task was also given on 6th and this task was given on 13th January. So this already it was given very before, but still the task status is assigned. That means he has not worked on it yet. So I am here very clear much understand that this is something wrong that I need to speak with him. Why this task has been still in assigned stage. It should get having process or maybe completed by the time now as per the due date. So I can see that and I can take the actions. So this is how you can go to the deeper to know the more things about it. It will take you to the deep drill down record level. So this was about the open. You can also see there are 13 tasks which needs to be completed by today. If I click on this 30, so 3 needs to be completed by Lovely, 3 by Lawrence, 3 by Junaid, like that. If I go back and I can see there are 9 tasks which are overdue, and I want to see that which team member is making most of the overdues, not performing the task on the proper time. I click on this, and yes, I get the data. So Lawrence having 4 tasks, which is overdue. I click on Lawrence, so I can see that what was the deadline. So here I will be able to see 13 January, all of these 3 tasks should have been completed, but Lawrence is not able to complete it yet now. So I can speak with him as well. So this is the open table where I can see all the things. Second, there is a periodic table where I can see, I can make the filter like today, yesterday. I want to see the data like last 7 days, this week, last week wise, month wise, quarter, year, and customized report also. So for an example, if I click on yesterday and click on the save button, so it will show me yesterday how much task was performed by my team. Okay, how much timesheet they have entered. And based on that, I can see this will also take me to the drill down record level. If I want to see, I click on this 33. So I will be able to see from this 33, 9 tasks was performed by Lawrence, 7 by Loveleen, 6 by Junaid, like that. And which task type was that there? I can also see that. And finally, there is a result. In the result, I will be able to see like, let's say I take this one and I filter it. Now I would be able to see like this month, our team has completed successfully 7 tasks. If I click on this 7 tasks, I will see 2 was completed by Lovely, 2 by Junaid, 3 by this person. Here is the result also. I can see the things. And if I click on the My Day, this was all about the management doing the, I mean, looking at the thing that is happening right now, related to the result, related to the period history, related to the open, everything, right? This was a quick review where we can see the thing. Or else we also have a detailed reporting model that I have already shown. So likewise also, every team member will be able to see his own dashboard where he will be able to see his or her open table, periodic and result. Where they can see the things, they can take things right. So this was all related to the reporting part. Now what additional, or maybe I could say what apart from this we have to offer. Let's say suppose I would like to explain a few things. I like to show you a few things. So we have a prospect model where we receive a lead or inquiry, okay, from any resources. You want to allocate that prospect to someone because at present he will be your prospect, he will be not your client, right? So for the prospect column, you can create the prospect, you can assign this prospect to any one of your team member where he or she would be following up with the customer. And later on, once the customer is finalized, they can easily convert this prospect into the client. Simple in that. It's just a follow-up mechanism for the lead. So see, there is a prospect here in my open table. Right now it is zero because I'm not following up with any prospect. If I can create someone assigned to me, then it will be landing here like task. It shows me 5 tasks. So as it will also show me how many prospects I have in my pocket to follow up and close them as a client. Prospect module is there to help you in the follow-ups. Okay. Second is there campaign. So from the system, I will not take it to the deep because definitely after this video, we are going to connect personally or maybe having a personal demo, but I'm just showing you the feature. So we can also create a campaign where from the CRM itself, you can send bulk email, SMS and WhatsApp to your customers or clients. And for WhatsApp, we have already integrated with the WhatsApp business API called Galla Box. Okay, you can subscribe to them, and then you can also take the advantage of that API or the CRM for sending the bulk WhatsApp email messages. If you take that, then obviously you can also send auto reminders from the WhatsApp to the customers. So campaign management is also there and basic attendance model like absent and present, not replacing the HRMS, but still a basic one. And we can integrate your, let's say, suppose this is one of the data, okay, client data. Now I want to send anything to him. I can directly send it from the system. Like we can integrate the email, SMS, and WhatsApp into the CRM as I told you. So I can send email from here. I can send SMS from here. If I click on the SMS, I can say, I can type, or else I can also use the templates, which you also can create in the CRM for predefined. If there is a specific thing that you need to send to customer on a daily basis, then you can create a template in the CRM for not typing each and everything. You have to just select the template and you're ready to go. You can send it from there. Same way, you can send the email because we can integrate with your email also. And there is one more option, which is very cool, WhatsApp. So if you have a WhatsApp business API integration, I already told you that you can send it from here. If you don't have, then don't worry. There is another option also. Like this I'm showing you right now is without WhatsApp business API. Let's say, hi sir. Okay, and I click on the send button. So what system will do, my CRM will do, it will push your team member to the WhatsApp web or maybe WhatsApp web, which is scanned in their PC and laptop they are using or desktop. If the WhatsApp is downloaded, then it will directly get open. It will not take this time. It is taking time because I have not installed WhatsApp and I have just normally scanned on my laptop. So that is the reason it is taking. Now it will get open like this, where it will open the chat box and the text also will be up there. I just need to click on the enter button. So from the CRM also without saving the number of any particular customer or client or prospect, you can send WhatsApp. Now if I click over here, I sir, I click here, see WhatsApp is sent to this particular. So this is how we can manage all the things. This was the additional feature which I told. And many more things are there, but it would be good if we will connect this video and we will discuss personally with the other things like what is the upcoming plan that we are also going to integrate with the GST portal, our upcoming roadmap. There are a lot of things which we can discuss. So I hope this is clear. Thank you so much.